On this larger phone, there are 3 buttons we haven't talked about yet. The one on the left looks like a book, and that's going to be your contacts. And everybody who has a phone is listed in this contacts. This middle button is a menu. It lets me change the ringtone to something fancier, different, not better, just different. And then the far right button lets me look at my call log, just like we do on our cell phone. And you'll notice this is lit red because I've missed a call. Reminder, up here in the left part of my screen, it indicates how many calls I've missed. So it's only red when I've missed calls. This looks like a handset with a list of calls, so that'll help you remember this is your call history. When I press this button, I see the categories missed, answered, outgoing, and all. And I can choose to look at my missed calls, call somebody back, look at the time and date of when they called, and determine whether I need to save their number or not. To go back to my home screen, remember that ET phone home? I press that old-fashioned telephone and I go back to my home screen. Let's look at our contacts button. So that looks like this telephone book. I press that contacts button and I see everyone's name in alphabetical order by first name. So for example, if I wanted to look up Mark Mabe, I am not going to scroll, I'm not going to spell, I'm going to search, and I'm searching a certain number of names. So here's what I do. I press the button where I see the letter M. Just press it once. Press the button once where I see the letter A, which happens to be the number 2. Press the button for R, which is the 7, and press the button for K just one time, which happens to be the 5. Now I see Mark Burton, Mark Ellis, Mark Lewis, and to find Mark Mabe, I'm going to press my down arrow until I see Mark Mabe. And when I see his name, I can press the soft key labeled call and place a call to Mark. I won't do that. I don't need to bother him right now. To go back to my home screen, I press my phone button. On this smaller phone, the J phone, I'll have those options as well. I'll have a contacts list. I don't have it yet. I have a call history under recents, and it too shows me in the top right of my screen how many calls I've missed. So I see a digit and a symbol that indicate my missed calls. My menu on this J phone is this middle button with 3 horizontal lines. When I press that button, I can scroll through my recents, or I can change my features or settings, for example, my phone ring, and I can come back to the home screen by pressing this phone handset symbol.